how's it going? Steve with Ripcord Industries. I'm here with Mike from Criterion Barrels. I want to do a quick plug for the rifles here. This one is one of our clear anno full builds. It's a 14.5. This one's actually a machine gun. It's pretty cool. The clear anno project actually started because Gearplug hit us up. It's a buddy of ours. He wanted to do a special upper receiver that was kind of had some design cues from like Block 2 uppers that had serial numbers engraved into them. He and I are both kind of clone nerds, so that's kind of how this project started. Said, hey, why don't we do a few lowers for you as well? And so we had you know, specific laser engraving stuff that he wanted to make sure got on the upper receivers. And then on our lower, we went ahead and actually did his logo on the lower. He wanted to do some UID labels to keep with that cool clone, you know, issued look. And then again with the rail, so it's another part of the package would be like a subdued Gearplug logo on the rail as well.
Right on.
So what we ended up doing is we built 7, we kept the 1, and then we raffled 2 of them to raise money for FPC. But as with all of our guns, the heart of the gun actually has Core Series barrels from Criterion. Mike, you want to chat about the barrel?
Yeah, so we obsess over details and specs and tolerances and everything else, and we like to align ourselves with companies like Ripcord that does the same. So a couple things about our barrels. We just take all the extra steps to make a more refined product. And also we have some new products which Ripcord has been running, specifically the Core Series barrels. So we released these in 2020, and obviously last year's SHOT Show was canceled, so we didn't have much of a release. But the Core Series has some significant advantages over like your traditional government contour. They're both about the exact same weight overall, but the weight distribution is significantly different. And as you can see, on a traditional government contour, it steps down to a pencil contour just forward of the chamber all the way to the gas block journal. That is a problem because this is also where the most heat takes place when you're using your gun. So as barrel steel heats up, it becomes more flexible, and also, you know, you're going to start losing some consistency there as your barrel gets more, you know, less rigid. The Core Series kind of fixes that problem by taking all the material that's on the front end of a government contour and putting it back around the chamber where it needs to be, and then it lightens up that front end. The first release of Core Series that we have is a 625 gas block journal, keeping that front end nice and lightweight. Weight on the front of your gun does very little for you except for weigh you down when you start putting lights, lasers, suppressors, bipods, and all that stuff on the front end of your gun. So we've been really happy with the Core Series. It's been working out great for us. And we have some new releases too for this year, specifically with the 300 Blackout. So this one actually steps up to a 750 gas block journal. There'll be more of that to come in 223 Wild. But initial offerings are going to be in 8.5 and 10.5, and those are going to be days out at this point, in stock, ready to ship. So speaking to your guys' is, you know, your extra steps to make sure you're doing stuff right. One thing that we've noticed pairing your Core Series barrel with like our rail and our heavier barrel nut, all the weight of the gun is now more center line between your points of contact, like your shoulder, your stock, your grip, and your front end, right? So now the lighter end is the front, and even adding a laser and light, it helps keep the front of that gun pretty light and wieldy. So it's a good balanced system, and the consistency in you guys' work allowed us to be able to manufacture, design a pretty solid gas block that we've got coming out to work with the Core Series barrels very nicely. So right on.
Very excited for that.
But yeah, it's been a great seller for us. You know, like multiple different special forces units, the Army Marksmanship Unit, Marine Corps Shooting Team, they're all using them for different applications. But I think there's going to be a lot more of this type of contour in the future, moving away from the government contour, which is appropriately named. It's the government incompetence that spawned its existence. But
yeah, well, I appreciate you guys having us out here. It's
been a good show. Honestly, it's been a little bit slower than some years, but it's been great to be able to get around and talk to people. And
yeah, I was just saying, so far this is my favorite year. Actually being able to conversate with people, get from place to place, and actually get some stuff.
I can agree, and I can agree to that.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks a lot.